Hello, I'm Gustavo Cerbasi. I'm here to talk about a subject that you need to understand to take better care of your money. Working doesn't get rich.
Have you ever stopped to reflect on why a company you work for pays your salary? About your role and that of your colleagues in the company's day-to-day?
Most wage earners have never stopped to think about this subject, and that's why they spend most of their time dedicating sweat, intelligence, experience, networking to generate wealth for their bosses.
Unfair?
Indeed. This is the reality and essence of capitalism. If you have wealth, invite other people who don't have wealth to help multiply your capital, giving them a small part of that wealth translated in the form of a salary in exchange. This is something that every worker needs to keep in mind so that, on the day his career ends, he will have enough capital to live on income or, even better, invest in his own business that will generate opportunities for many other workers without capital. The problem is that only a minority of people did this.
In general, the worker enters a job and becomes dependent on wages to pay his monthly bills, spends as much or more than he earns, does not save, and retires with a much lower standard of living than that maintained in the times of bonanza.
In addition, the time dedicated to obtaining resources for the bosses steals the time that the worker could dedicate to his family, health, relationships, and even studies that could make his work evolve and increase his possibility of wealth.
By this logic, instead of income, I prefer to define the salary as an indemnity to the worker for the time dedicated to the enrichment of the boss.
There's nothing wrong with that.
A path that can only be changed from the moment you start building assets that generate profits. People need a job to get resources, but at the same time they need to create long-term projects that involve accumulating part of the earnings so that one day they can leave their jobs and dedicate their time to the growth of their own wealth, either through financial investments, whether opening your own business.
Understanding the gain from investments as income and salary as compensation is the way people who get rich think.
So if you really want to get rich, don't work for money, let it work for you.
And you, have you been able to organize your money? Comment your experience below. Take the opportunity to subscribe to this channel that, in addition to receiving my videos firsthand, I will send you tips, tools, and articles to help you take better care of your income and have a better quality of life.
Getting rich is a matter of choice.
Big hug, and until the next video.